The body language that turns women on without trying. You ever walk into a room, say almost nothing, and yet somehow a woman keeps looking over at you like she's already made up her mind? That's not luck. That's body language. And most men, they miss it completely. Here's the truth. Before a woman hears your voice, before you even say hello, she's already reading you. Every move, every pause, every shift. Because women are wired to respond to how you move, not just what you say. So today we're diving into the body language cues that turn women on without you even realizing it. Some are subtle, some are obvious, but all of them trigger something deep. Let's kick it off with number 10. The planted posture. This one is so basic. Most guys overlook it completely, but when a man stands with his feet planted shoulder-width apart, weight balanced, chest relaxed, shoulders open, he's making a statement. He's saying, I'm good right here. I don't need to chase anything. I am the center of gravity. That grounded posture, women notice it instantly because it signals something primal, stability, presence, strength. Now compare that to the guy who's shifting side to side, fidgeting with his sleeves or constantly adjusting himself. That kind of energy feels nervous, not sexy. So if you want to make an impression before you say a word, plant yourself, own your space, and let your stillness speak for you. 9. The controlled pause. Here's something most men never think about, but women feel instantly. You're in a conversation. You've been listening. She finishes talking. And instead of jumping right in, you wait. Just 1 second, maybe 2. That small pause, it's power. It shows restraint. It creates tension. And tension, when it's delivered calmly and confidently, is pure attraction. You're not rushing to impress. You're not trying to fill the silence. You're comfortable enough to let the moment hang, and that drives her wild. Add a steady gaze, maybe a small half smile, and you've just created a moment she won't forget, not because of what you said, but because of how you made her feel. 8. The triangle gaze. Eye contact is good, but this takes it to another level. It's called the triangle gaze, and it's incredibly effective when you know how to use it. Here's how it works. You make eye contact. Then, just briefly, your eyes drop to her lips and come back up to her eyes again. That little flicker. It's not accidental, it's deliberate, and it sends a clear message. I see you. I'm interested. I'm in no rush. Now, you don't want to overdo this. It should be natural, subtle, but when it lands right, her body reacts before her brain does. Suddenly, everything feels a little more charged, a little more intimate. And she'll be wondering what it would feel like to have those eyes and that mouth closer. 7. The slow mirror. Want to build subconscious chemistry with almost zero effort? Mirror her, slowly. This doesn't mean copying her every move like a mime. That's creepy. It means picking up on her vibe and matching it just enough to sync your energy. She leans in. You lean in a few seconds later. She shifts her weight. You casually do the same. She crosses her legs. You move your posture slightly like you're responding but not chasing. The magic here is timing. You're not reacting instantly. You're moving with intent. What does this do? It makes her feel like you're on the same wavelength. Her subconscious starts to feel that you get her, even if neither of you realize it. That shared rhythm, it builds trust, comfort, and underneath all that, a spark of attraction she can't quite explain. 6. The one-touch tease. You want to know what separates the guys who get remembered from the ones who get ignored? It's not what they say. It's how they touch. And no, we're not talking about being handsy. We're talking about one clean, casual touch, then pulling away like it was nothing. Let's say you're walking through a crowded bar and you guide her with a light touch on the small of her back. Or during a conversation, you tap her arm just briefly when making a point. That touch, when it's confident, relaxed, and not lingering, feels completely natural. But to her, it's electric. Because it says, I'm not afraid to initiate contact, but I'm not desperate to keep it. It's confidence in motion. The guys who try too hard hold on too long. The guys who are scared, they never touch at all. But the man who touches once, clearly, comfortably, and lets it go, he's in control, and she feels it. Women notice that kind of touch because it's rare, it's not demanding, It's not hesitant, it's just there and then gone. And that mystery, it sticks with her. All right, if the first 5 body language moves got her attention, these next 5 are what actually hook her. This is where things go from he's interesting to I can't stop thinking about him and I don't even know why. Let's dive in. Number 5, the calm command. You ever notice how a woman reacts to a man who doesn't have to announce himself? He just shows up and everyone feels it. That's calm command, and it's magnetic. This isn't the loud guy. It's not the overconfident alpha who needs everyone's approval. It's the man who walks into a room, takes in the scene, and moves like he owns the place, but doesn't need to prove it. His movements are unhurried. He doesn't fidget. He doesn't fuss. He's got this quiet confidence, like he knows exactly what he wants, and he's never in a rush. When a woman feels that kind of presence, it taps into something primal. She knows, on some gut level, she's in the company of someone who can handle himself. And if he can handle himself, she starts wondering what else he can handle. Bottom line, slow your movements. Speak with certainty. Don't react to every little thing in the room. Let the world come to you and watch what happens. 4, the deep voice shift. Here's a detail almost every man overlooks, but women? Oh, they catch it every single time. It's the way your voice changes when you're feeling good, feeling in control, or especially when you're dialed in and connecting with her. Your tone drops. Your words slow down. Suddenly, your voice has this warmth, steady, deep, maybe even a little teasing. When a man speaks like that, it's like flipping a switch in her nervous system. She relaxes, she tunes in, her body responds, heart rate up, breathing shifts, the whole 9 yards. And the best part, you're not trying to impress, you're just present. So next time you're in conversation, check yourself. Drop the rushed, high-pitched chatter. Settle in. Speak like everything you say actually matters. Because when you sound unshakable, she feels unshakable around you. 3, the subtle space invader. Now don't get this twisted, personal space matters. But the right kind of invasion? That's a game changer. When a man confidently reduces the gap between himself and a woman without being pushy or weird, it creates instant tension. You're standing close enough that she can feel your energy. Maybe your arm brushes hers. Maybe you lean in, just a little, when you're making a point. If she's into you, you'll see it right away. She won't back away. She'll lean in too. Maybe she mirrors your movement, even if she's pretending not to notice. This isn't about crowding her. It's about shrinking the space just enough to let her know you're not afraid of closeness and seeing if she wants more. And trust me, the moment you notice her closing the gap on her own, you've already won. 2, the unintentional tease. Women love a man who's comfortable, a little playful, and just unpredictable enough to keep things exciting. Maybe it's the way you flash a quick smirk. Maybe it's the little pause before you answer her question, or the way you act interested but not desperate. She can't quite tell if you're fully in or just enjoying the chase. That little bit of unpredictability, it's irresistible. Women are wired to crave a challenge. If you're just out of reach, not giving away everything all at once, you become the kind of man she thinks about later. That's the secret. Keep a little mystery. Show her you're interested, but make her work a little too. You'll find she starts chasing you. 1, the laugh that's just for her. Here's something you don't hear in most so-called dating advice, but it's real. It's the way you laugh with her, and only her. Not the big performative laugh you give to a group, not the nervous chuckle most guys let slip when they're anxious, but the real, quiet, eyes-locked kind of laugh that says, this moment is just ours. You lean in, drop your voice, say something just for her, maybe even an inside joke from earlier. She feels like you're sharing a secret, and nothing, absolutely nothing, makes a woman feel more wanted. That private laughter? It's intimacy in its purest form. It lowers defenses, builds trust, and creates that us against the world feeling before you've even made a move. There you have it. Body language cues most guys never even realize they're sending. But women, they read them like a favorite book. You don't have to be tall, rich, or have movie star looks. You just have to move like a man who's comfortable in his own skin. And once you do that, she'll notice. she'll feel it, and chances are she'll want to get closer. Drop a comment if you've ever caught a woman reacting to your body language, even when you weren't trying. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and check out the next video if you want more real-world attraction psychology. Until next time, pay attention, make your move, and own the moment.